question is, how can you post 3 times a day with good ideas, staying focused, and then staying on brand without getting burnt out? Posting content at a higher volume is one of the most important things that an entrepreneur can do, especially in seasons of promoting and or momentum. I'm gonna run through 3 steps. You got your format, you got your pillars, and then you got your overall topics. Theoretically, you should be able to take one idea and run with it and make multiple pieces of content from it, but I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do that. So these are the 3 formats. You have curated, yap, and low effort. Curated is the higher growth content, maybe a mini docu-series about your story, carousel breaking down your framework, or a storytelling video that's about your brand. It's going to take more time scripting, editing, and setting up, but this is the kind of content that moves you from being someone online to someone I trust. The second format is going to be yap content, which is like your everyday talk to camera. This is where you sit down, share your perspective, go live, talk like a human. This is just clear about you being yourself. Finally, you have low effort content, which I would like to categorize as probably like a 5 to 10 second B-roll reel that has some text overlay that you can just do within 5 minutes. And behind the scenes content, super low effort, morning coffee, behind a strategy call, your whiteboard brainstorming sessions. The goal is to flow between all 3 and have one curated, one yap, and one low effort, depending on your energy to that day, but this still moves your brand forward. Now, these are pillars that I decided to kind of give as like a general example, but your expertise is maybe like what you actually do and teach, your process, which is how you think, work, and deliver results, your story, which is the human experience behind the business, and then your philosophy, which is your beliefs, mindset, and values. When people see you talk about these repeatedly, they start associating with your lane and what you want to be known for, and that's a repetition that builds recognition. Now we move on to topics, and this is where you get a little bit more granular, and this is where people connect faster. You're wanting to explain your expertise. Maybe you talk about strategy, what you wish you knew, your methods and frameworks, about your process. This is how you plan your week. I do X to get Y, how you talk to your clients. Your story, how you started your business, your moments, and why you're different, versus your philosophy is like, I don't believe in hustle culture. This is the mindset that changed me, and this is how I define success. This is one message in 3 or 4 different formats that creates a consistent brand story with talking about each one of your pillars with multiple different ideas under each. This is how you move from random posting to strategic visibility. You have your formats, which is how you'll show up. You have your pillars, which is what you'll show up for. And then your topics is why people will keep coming back. You're no longer staring at a blank screen wondering what to post. You're simply plugging your ideas into a system that supports your brand consistently.